Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's TechBent. Welcome back to this dramatic reading of Order and Chaos by Tatsuro. Chapter 23. Sweet dreams are made of this. Luna glanced around curiously as she carefully made her way through the realm she found herself entering. With the way the materials of the realm was constantly shifting like clouds in moonlight, and how the sky undulated like a starry river, she thought at first she was in the dream realm. However, a few quick things indicated to her that she was actually only somewhere very similar. First, the entire area was much darker, not unlike the shadows she cast in the dream realm when she was Nightmare Moon. Second, creatures wandered, though their nature escaped her capacity to examine beyond recognizing them as distinct from the undulations of scenery. And third, she could feel her physical body. While entering the dream realm physically was possible, it required a supreme effort of magic on her part, leaving her with very little magic to combat anything she encountered there. Here, however, not only was she most definitely physically present, she could swear she could feel more magic than normal at her disposal, even if some of it felt distinctly different than normal, as though drawing from a different source. However, she didn't have long to consider her surroundings. The realm shifted in response to her walk, and she found herself in a calm glade. The endless shifting of the environment growing less and less pronounced until it stilted completely at the center. There, a woman wrapped in shadows sat in a rocking chair, allowing herself to rock back and forth, that rocking being the only noise in the entire realm that was in no way distorted by the shifting environment. Looking at the woman, Luna was surprised that she felt an instinctive sense of kinship with her, though she couldn't for the life of her understand why. As she stepped into the calm glade, the woman turned towards her. "So you are the Night Princess Discord sent for me to play with," she greeted calmly. "I am Vermina, Daedric Prince of Dreams and Nightmares. What name are you known by?" Luna felt her body relax. Not only did she now have an explanation as to why she felt such instinctive kinship with the woman, their powers apparently shared a magical realm, something about the woman's voice was inherently relaxing for her. "I am Luna, Princess of Night and Dreams. Pray tell, what is your relation to Discord, that you speak of him so familiarly?" "He is my mate," Vermina replied simply as she continued to rock. "Sit, please." Luna found herself taking a seat beside the woman without even thinking about it. "She seems quite different from the last time I encountered him," Luna observed carefully. "Might you have something to do with that?" "I'd say his father had more to do with it," Vermina observed idly. "Discord has a father?" Luna asked in shock. "Indeed," Vermina confirmed, "though it's debatable who changed more from the association, though both changed for the better, it seems." Luna shifted nervously. "Is there a reason the realm is so dark and nightmarish?" Vermina interrupted. "From the feel of your magic, you are adverse to your own connections to the darker side of dreams." Luna glanced away. "I do not like to remember that part of myself," she admitted finally. "I did horrible things." "What were the consequences of those actions?" Vermina asked pointedly. "Admittedly minor," Luna admitted. "My sister was able to act to remove me from the situation and minimize the damage I would have done when it happened. And young Twilight and her friends were able to bring me back to my senses to keep me from repeating the mistake. The only true loss was 1,000 years of my homeland I will never get back, and a legacy of terror attached to my name, and subjects I struggle to reconnect with." "That certainly sounds like something worth creating a tupula specifically designed to torture you every night over," Vermina observed dryly. When Luna's head jerked up in shock, the woman's eyes glowed beneath the shadows. "Part of my innate understanding of nightmares means I can see both the brightest and darkest aspects of the psyche of any I talk to. Don't you think you're being a tad bit overdramatic with this? But how will I be sure I won't make the same mistake again? Luna found her words cut off as Vermia's eyes glowed brighter. Trust that I know my realm, Vermia hissed out, her voice taking a deep echo of power. To relive the darkness overtaking you over and over does nothing but court madness and drive the creature you have created to try harder for the same results as you become desensitized. Desensitized. Okay. If you want to learn from the mistake, to not repeat it, turn back to the events leading to the decision. Find the first domino and work with those you care for and who care for you to ensure it does not fall anew. Now, where did it first go wrong? As the glow and echo faded, Luna caught her breath. She was beginning to realize the power of the being she was speaking with. Well, our subjects loved Sister's day and frolicked in it, but slept through my night. I put so much effort into the moon and stars, but social change doesn't come easy, Vermia stated flatly. What next? When we tried to speak with our sister to find a solution, Luna looked away, unsure how to explain. Communication failed, and you were left feeling like no one could understand what you were going through. So you decided to try and make them understand, and make them love and respect you as they did your sister, Vermia concluded. Luna winced softly. Yes, that's about the size of... She flinched back as she felt Vermia's gaze boring into her. So failing to communicate your problem with your sister last time created the present issue. So you think the proper solution is to not even try talking to her about what you're going through? Vermia demanded coldly. Luna blinked several times. Perhaps there's a reason Sister is the one known for sound judgment and fair-mindedness, she offered pathetically. As the intense gaze diminished, Luna straightened herself. When the current crisis ends, I shall seek my sister regarding my ongoing sense of guilt and the tupula you made, Vermia insisted firmly. Luna sighed sadly, then nodded. She then turned to Vermia. Prithee, was it Discord's purpose in sending me here to have me undergo therapy? She asked sardonically. No, he intended for us to have a dramatic battle of night versus night, dream and nightmare, ending with a climatic clash of powers, possibly leading to an intense makeout, Vermia explained, making Luna blush brightly. Either that, or he intended us to settle this over a game of checkers. Or maybe he did expect this to happen. I've seen the entirety of Discord's essence, mind, body, heart, soul, and I still have no clue what makes him tick. Though her face was not visible, there was a sense that Vermia was smiling. That's probably part of the reason we're still together all this time. She lowered her gaze, her hands gliding over her abdomen. And the reason why I won't be using my powers recklessly for the first possibility, though I haven't had a chance to tell him about that yet. Then again, I didn't even know it was possible, but then he is a chim. Luna smiled benefactorly. Even if she didn't understand most of what Vermia was saying, she easily recognized the overall stance, and she adored foals, or whatever species. A soft sigh escaped her. I admit, I believe I am feeling rather left out. Sisters and the others are probably experiencing something along the lines of a climatic battle or exciting adventure, yet I get therapy. It's what you needed, Vermina replied. But if you really want a nightmare battle, I could make that happen. The shifting terrain around them rose slowly, forming walls and corridors with peeling paint and no windows. Dim bulbs barely illuminated the corridors, and the sounds of fabric-garbed metal feet trumped back and forth. Luna's eyes lit up eagerly. She recognized the layout from the nightmares of far too many foals lately, one caused by a particular game. she'd had trouble banishing those nightmares because of the strength of the full spheres. But here, oh, I'm going to enjoy this, she purred as she shaped a crescent scythe out of her magic. I'm coming for you, Freddy! With a wicked cackle, she charged into the halls. Firmina smiled to herself as she watched. She knew the artifact Luna had to collect was the skull of corruption, and she hid the skull as the skull of one of the creatures Luna now hunted. She'd find it. Eventually. And that's another one in the books. Whew! Luna's always struck me as a really interesting one because it is something she did need. It is an interesting take. But, Tatsuro, I hate to ask this because I'm probably going to get another stupid answer. What villain is she referring to? I'm guessing Freddy Fazbear because of the fabric guard metal feet. But it's like, Freddy, it could be Freddy Krueger. I mean, actually, I just can't picture this like massive, like, what's the person I'm thinking of? Mashup of like all the classic movie villains as she's hunting them. So you got Freddy, you got Jason, you got all those characters together, and here comes Luna with a scythe. Actually be a really badass little game. Like a little like Castlevania-esque game where you have to go to these different nightmare... Hey, that's not a bad idea. I should write that down. Anyway, folks, my name's Techman. I wish you all the best of luck. I also wish you good luck, good hunting, and safe travels. I'll see you in the next one.